Thank you for coming back to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. It's like my view of humanity is a whole new tea. So this is part two. Before I start going on a rant, but let's just say, when I say there is so much I can say about the church, and I just watched a video earlier today about a woman saying that she's done with spirituality and it's like the horoscopes and blah blah like and part of me is like, I'm like, okay, from a Christian point of view, yes, I was told it's a sin, but also the stuff, but I like the science of it, of astrology and things like that. So, and yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just there, even natural medicine, or some people think certain things are witchery or demonic. And it's like, before we had prescription drugs, how do you think we were healed? What do you think we took in order to try to get back healthy? And so sometimes I just wonder if people think things through, because there are natural remedies within flowers, herbs, and everything. So, anyways, here's part two. And I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute, what? So, how come you're teaching things that are opposing and opposite of Jesus? Because in the Bible and stuff, aren't we supposed to be like him, resemble like him, live a life similar to him? But you're teaching us to do opposite things. You want us to chase capitalism so much and then tear down and put down the poor, when in some cases, like, mental health effects, and like men who serve in the army and come back, they're treated like, but then the government doesn't want to give them health insurance, mental stability, and all of the things that they will need in order to survive, or at least have a decent life. I didn't say a great life, I said a decent life, because like, I feel like if you served in this country, you should have more than a decent life. But I'm just saying, like, we can't at least provide a decent life. I just showed you a couple episodes ago how the Republicans voted down for the veterans to get more like health care, health needs, and things like that. But after the Republicans voted it down, and they succeeded. It's like, I put the video. It's like, I don't know which episode it is, but I put the video so you guys can see that after that vote, the Republican men came together and high fived and fist bumped each other for taking away from, and I'm not saying all of them are poor, but they took away from the disadvantaged. They took away from those who helped protect us. And then I keep reading stories from, like, especially those small town Christian cities, town like areas, where they're voting down putting homeless shelters in places for people who need shelter. They don't want it in their backyard. They don't want it in their areas. And some people might ask me, oh, well, would you want it in yours? You know what? I want them to have shelter. So, and some people are like, aren't you afraid of that? No. I feel like, and that's one reason why, like, I I really strongly think that if Jesus was here, our minimum wage would be higher. Our homeless shelters would be there with job training and giving them help and assistance. And I think we would all have free health care. And I think we would have like daycares and like preschools and things, to the point where if a woman wants to work, she can work. She doesn't have to stay home, or she won't need government assistance. But if she does, she does. And I don't think we would judge and put down the people who need government assistance. And it's like, maybe more services for those with disabilities. Because, yeah, God doesn't make mistakes, right? It says that in the Bible. So it's like, being a liberal, I think they would make sure that Almost every company, business, and establishment has a wheelchair ramp and has handicap doors, and that people know how not to try to break the handicap doors. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I would say, like, I'll say the place soon because, yeah, let's just say working for this place wasn't the best. It wasn't, yeah. But anyway, there are so many things that, especially like when it comes to the dating apps, when the Republican men and MAGA men, they tell me that I'm a waste of time because I must not be a church girl, or some of them. And it's really crazy. The church Christian MAGA men are the ones who tell me, I am so glad you never had kids. I hope you can't have kids because you're just going to take them to like a drag show, and oh, you must believe in the LGBTQ. You're no good. You're nothing but a slave. You're an N-word. Why would a decent Republican care for an N-word? All of these things have been told to me by the church-going Republican men. But then when I say I go to church, oh my God, oh, Republican, like that means you're Republican. That means you're a traitor. How dare you go for that side? We are pro-life. But then when I say, no, 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 you're pro-capitalism. You're pro-capitalism. Because if you were pro-life, we would have free health insurance. If you were pro-life, then we would raise the minimum wage, or because one reason why some women get it is because they can't afford it. But then if you've been paying attention, Elon Musk's mom just said, even if you can't afford them, keep having them. And just don't go to the movies, don't go to dinner. She would say that, right? If you have enough to spoil yourself and have yachts and vacations, and if your child is the richest person in the world, you would say that, right? Yeah, they don't want to pay their taxes, right? Yeah, what does it say about taxes in the Bible? Yeah, but yeah, they say Jesus would be liberal, so I know I'm going in the right direction, and I know a lot of these men tell me that I am no good and I must be an awful person. But if I can be compared to Jesus, that's one of the best compliments. If I'm woke and Jesus is woke, I know I'm doing the right thing because I am for the LGBTQ. I am for the needy and the homeless. If you guys have been listening to my videos, all of the plans I want to do once I publish my books and grow my business and things, I want to start having reading groups where before or after on a different day, like in each date, the reading clubs can get together and volunteer and give back. And then I want them posting, like, I don't want them posting pictures of them just like doing the volunteer, but kind of teamwork, showing how we're giving back. We have, because I don't want to do it as a show, but I want to show people what we are able to do, what we are wanting to do. I think there's a difference in it, because I know some people do it as a narcissistic, capitalistic, see what I can do. But I just want to show that what we can do. Let's do this. Let's change the world. Let's be better. Let's show that we have hearts and compassion and empathy, sympathy, love. And I think there's 30 to 45 versions of love in the Bible. If I remember when we had our, oh crap, now I forgot the name of, it's like, I know in Jewish terms, it's like there's several ways, and agape love and stuff like that. But anyways, okay. But there's so many other things that I would want to do, because even like once I'm able to get my life together and stuff, I there are some nonprofits in the area that aren't really known for. It's like I want to interview them, put them on my channel. I want them to give a full tour and just talk to everybody and let them know we are real, we help. I know in somewhere in Metro Detroit, there's a area or a nonprofit that they say they raise money for shoes for a lot of kids who don't have the money to get new shoes for the school year. And then also during like the midway of the school year, in case they wear out their shoes again. And then I really want to see like which schools might need a washer and dryer, because some kids, they don't have the money for clean clothes or to get their clothes washed and dried every day. Or if the lights go out, I worked in the inner city, I worked in some schools where some kids weren't able to get their clothes washed on a regular basis. And so those are some of the things I want to do. Yes, you can call me woke. I'm all the way woken up. Yes, I am. But part of me just feels like I want to help humanity. And having a disability, people tell me almost on a regular basis what I can't do, what I better not do, what I'm like, I'm just a mistake. And these are from the Christian people. Christian people have told me that I'm a mistake. I must not love God, or God must be punishing me. But those are the Christian people telling me that. When I had to have my surgery, I try to tell, and it's really crazy. Most of the Christian so-called my so-called friends on Facebook who are Christian, they still think I'm lying. It's like I haven't updated them. It's like, yeah, since when I could no longer walk, none of them know that. I didn't catch them up because during college, after college, while working as a promotional model, all of them just kept saying I was a liar. I wanted attention. I'm just making up stuff. So one day they'll find out. One day when my videos start trending and everything, one of them will find out and share or whatever. But do you want to know? Like none of them, like so many of them said so many awful things about me or judged me, or they stopped talking to me because they got tired of me, or tired of when I say my legs hurt, I don't know what's wrong, or it's like with the promotional modeling, wearing heels and stuff, sometimes I would need to take a break, or I like, there were times where I was working 2 or 3 jobs and my body was in so much pain. I told one of the stories where people ditched one of my, because I did planograms 2 years ago, and so I had a planogram job and two not internships, 2 promos all on the same night, and one of them was a training. But with the training, literally you sit down at a table and you suck up to the head manager or the head person or whatever. It wasn't even really a training. They give you a piece of paper and they tell you to remember the stuff. And but then at the planogram job, like 4 or 5 people did not show up, and then other people left early. And my boss was like, she had so much work left, so I was like, I stayed behind, because I was like, the training people, it's like, do they really need me? It's like literally getting a free meal. Like some of the workers are just like, they just want to go for the free meal. They don't, and they even said, I don't pay attention to it, I don't get tested, so it doesn't really matter. And so I made the decision, and like, because I was just like, let me help her out. And then I later, like while working with her, I found out that she was having severe back pain, and like a family member just passed and she was just going through it. And it's like, I told her that I would pray for her. And she asked me if I could do it right then. So yeah, a lot of things changed that week, because yeah, that's like I found out that the other job, they're like, oh, well, we don't want you working for us anymore because you didn't come to the training. Okay, I kind of didn't like you guys, like, yeah, but but if I had to choose between Democrat and Republican, it's kind of ironic how, like I said, like I was going to say earlier, the people who were for me, with me, when I couldn't walk anymore, my friends who did believe me, almost all of them are atheists. One is a Christian, but it's like she's more of those the chill. She's kind of like me. It's like we're like the chill Christian. Like we'll have your back. We'll volunteer. We'll do like whatever, and stuff like that. But majority of the people who helped me, talked to me, and reached out to me are atheists. And while dating and stuff, I'm finding that I have more in common with atheists than I do Christians. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. It baffles me. But anyway. Well, thank you for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human. You're human too. And don't let your religion just define, or be, at least don't be the cookie cutter. It's like embrace who you are. Embrace the humanity that you want to see in the future. Embrace how you would want to be treated as a human. Think about the virtues and the characteristics that make you love, that make you compassionate, that make you able to forgive, that allow you to be your full being. And I'm not telling anybody to leave their church now, because I mean, there are good things that I've gotten from the church, but in my opinion, there ended up being a lot of brainwashing, in my opinion, especially when it came to dating. I've never been married, but I've never been divorced. I wanted to have kids, but I wanted to have it with a husband. But with yeah, if you guys have been listening to my dating nightmare stories, I was never able to find someone who could accept me for me, either my bubbly side or my nerdy side or my disability or being black or being light-skinned black or not being the cookie cutter African American woman they told me I was supposed to be, or the business minded side. Yeah, there's so many reasons why I'm undateable. But yeah, it is what it is. I am loving who I am because I had to start over. I am relearning who I am. But it's an adventure. And an adventure that I have to keep reminding myself to pursue. I used to be scared to be myself because I used to be punished for being who I am. And even with the religion, anyways, yeah, I have so much more to talk about when it comes to the church, Christianity, and religion and trauma and things, but I will talk about that in another episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and in the section or whatever in the messages, if you guys can give me, which emoji should you give me? Okay, give me your favorite emoji, an emoji that makes you smile, one that makes you happy. And I think that's what Jesus would do. Bye.